Greetings, my friends. I want to thank you all for subscribing. I want to thank all of my channel members for supporting me in this endeavor to save pop culture. And if you are not subscribed, please consider supporting this channel. We need you. Thank you. Greetings, my friends. I am Dictor Van Doomcock, the future ruler of Earth. And I tell you, according to sources inside Lucasfilm and Disney, all employees at Disney, Marvel, Lucasfilm, even ESPN are at this moment trembling in their boots at the prospect of getting axed by the grim squeaker, Mickey Mouse himself. The exit of Victoria Alonso shocked everyone to their core and has everyone terrified as fear and loathing stalk the halls of Disney. Alonso's departure is merely the first lick of flame in the five-alarm fire that is about to engulf Disney, Lucasfilm, and Marvel. She was a woke icon within the company, one of the leaders of the rebellion inside Disney that forced Chapek to his knees before the LGBTQIA MOUSE crowd in regard to the Florida legislation wrongly labeled the Don't Say Gay bill. Everyone thought she was safe in her lofty perch in the executive suite, nestled securely inside a nest of rainbow flags and check marks. Being a gay, female Hispanic executive who was also a woke activist, Alonso was untouchable. Or so everyone thought. If you had told the purple hairs at Disney last week that Alonso would be out on her ass come Monday, they'd have said, no way. Way. As it turns out, way. Victoria Alonso, an alphabet woman of color, is gone, and lo, it came to pass that there was much wailing, rending of garments, and gnashing of teeth by the woke wankers inside Disney. Because Victoria Alonso was a president at Marvel, at the highest level of the company with seniority out the wazoo, if Alonso can be shoved out the door, everyone is vulnerable. Everyone is at risk. There is literal terror of the French Revolution variety running up and down the halls of Disney even now as you watch this video. And hear me, people, this video is full of leaks and rumors, so you need to watch it to the end or you're going to miss out on some very shocking stuff. If you only watch one video all the way to the end this year, this is the one you need to watch, because the shit is finally hitting the brightly colored fan at Disney, thanks to Iger and the board, who are being forced to wake up and smell the burnt coffee. Iger's vow to fire 7,000 employees has never seemed more grim and reapery than it does now, as each employee looks over their shoulder, wondering where the axe will next fall. Well, my friends, my stalwart ally and good friend Kamran Pasha has reached out to me with information about this panicked chaos behind the magic curtain. And according to two sources inside Lucasfilm and/or Disney, there is now a mandate from the very top of the Disney organization to accelerate layoffs to hit Iger's goal. And as the departure of Victoria Alonso proves, absolutely no one is safe. Not even Kathleen Kennedy herself.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. It looks like a company can only lose money and piss off fans for so long before there's a price to be paid. Looks like the Piper is walking the halls of Disney with a bill to collect payment on and a flute, slightly used.
That is what I've been told. I will be interviewing Kamran Pasha today, and I will present that interview to you all tomorrow, where I'm certain more information will be coming out. But there really is no way to overstate the chaos and mad fear that has been unleashed inside Disney by the exit of Victoria Alonso, and this is, it must be, indicative of the desperation inside Disney after years and years of substandard woke propaganda and gaslighting of fans. And I believe that despite Iger's own inclinations and wishes, this is sending a signal, the first among many, that woke is finally broke. And major corporations are going to have to start backing away from this DEI bullshit or die. But let's go over the specifics of these latest dispatches from Sparrow and Bluebird inside Lucasfilm and Disney. At this point, I must state that what I'm about to share with you comes from sources inside Disney and or Lucasfilm relayed to me via my longtime ally Kamran Pasha, but since I cannot personally verify this information, I must present it as rumor, and I ask you to please take it with a grain of salt. So yesterday, after I posted my video about Victoria Alonso's exit from her position as a division president inside Marvel, Kamran contacted me with some amazing leaks from two sources, codenamed Bluebird and Sparrow. Here's the first of the messages he sent me. Quote, I just received these messages from our Disney insider Bluebird, who has a lot to say about the layoffs and how they are impacting the company. Bluebird reveals that Disney executives have been ordered to speed up layoffs and that no one is safe from losing their job. Wouldn't surprise me if Alonso's departure accelerates Kathleen Kennedy's as well. Disney needs to make cuts ASAP and no one is safe. No one. There are orders to rush the layoffs. They were coming in very slowly. Will happen even faster than what the trades are expecting. Don't be surprised if we know the full extent by mid-April, and, this is my speculation, this order to speed up layoffs coincides with the start of the banking crisis. Convenient, eh? Andrew Marchand broke the story at the New York Post, but I can tell you it will be faster than he says in his article, and the order to speed things up applies to all of Disney, unquote.
This bluebird sings a pretty song, while no one, not even an evil disembodied skull of a necromancer, likes to hear of anyone getting fired. Nonetheless, it is a comfort to see that after years of substandard garbage and shows filled with subliminal woke propaganda, the current fiscal environment is so inhospitable, these companies are going to have to cut that shit out and get back to making a quality product for a fair price.
It is indeed refreshing to see reality catch up to these companies, reminding them that get woke, go broke is not merely a slogan, but a natural law like gravity. But there's so much more to this story, my friends, because while we've heard from Bluebird, we've yet to hear from Sparrow, and here's what Kamran Pasha has conveyed to me. Quote, I just heard back from our Disney insider Sparrow, and it's a big intel drop, folks. Here's what they have to share, and I'm still reeling from all of it. The firings. Sparrow reports that, as I predicted just a few hours ago, Victoria Alonso's firing at Marvel has terrified and broken the spirits of Lucasfilm employees. There is panic inside the Lucasfilm story group, along with human resources and the second unit filming group, all of whom believe will be put under the axe shortly. Members of these groups are desperately trying to find ways to justify their positions, with the second unit even putting together a reel to show all the great work it has done over the years filming background scenes for Lucasfilm, unquote.
Actually, I gotta feel sorry for the second unit filming group, Doomcock. They actually do a good job shooting the backgrounds for things like Mando and so on. The fault is not theirs, you know? There is no such thing as a woke background.
Oh, absolutely, Harvey Cthulhu. They shouldn't have to worry about their jobs. They've done good work. Human Resources and the Lucasfilm Story Group, on the other hand, should all tremble for their creative bankruptcy, their agenda-driven corruption of every Lucasfilm property, their incompetence, and their stacking of the company with talentless purple-haired holdos who care less for entertainment than they do for agenda. The sad thing about layoffs is a lot of good people innocent of any wrongdoing will also be impacted because the headsman can't see very well through his hood. But this purge is the inevitable and logical consequence of the politically driven agenda that has completely corrupted Disney and ruined damn near every IP they own. But it gets worse, Harvey. Apparently, part of Iger's cost-cutting involves re-evaluating every single project at Disney, especially shady projects like The Acolyte. Kamran states that right now Disney is investigating The Acolyte, its producers and staff, but to what end? According to Sparrow, quote, Sparrow reveals that the Acolyte fraud is unraveling rapidly now that producer Karen McCarthy has sued the production. And it looks like this may become a criminal affair soon as Disney launches an internal investigation. I reported a few days ago that Disney CEO Bob Iger has summoned Kathleen Kennedy for a face-to-face meeting. And now Sparrow reveals that Iger tried to arrange for Karen McCarthy herself to be present for his personal showdown with Kennedy, but McCarthy has declined to attend the meeting, citing advice from her legal counsel to stay away from this situation. And even bigger news, Disney Accounting is auditing Lucasfilm accounting as a result of the Acolyte. This situation has been elevated into a formal audit that could lead to people not only being fired, but being handed over for criminal charges, unquote.
Good Lord, could this be possible? Being fired is one thing, but criminal charges, Doomcock? Really?
Oh, Skull of Calderon, I want to make it clear those are Kamran Pasha's words, not mine. While I have heard word that there's been a lot that's fishy about the Acolyte, I haven't heard enough specifics to voice an opinion on that particular point, so I'll simply remind people that I'm presenting all of this as rumor, nothing more. Albeit, they are interesting rumors, aren't they? A few more tidbits of interest, folks, for I did promise this video would be chock full of rumors right until the end. I never believed that Damon Lindelof ever actually had a Star Wars movie in development, despite what the trade said. I always believed it to be a ruse from Kennedy to try and keep her position at Lucasfilm, and it appears I was right, as Sparrow claims this phony project is officially dead, and Lindelof is, thank God, moving on to other properties to ruin, just as he ruined the shit out of Watchmen. And big news for Star Wars fans, turns out that Jon Favreau is, according to this source, bringing Thrawn to Star Wars. That's right, friends. Grand Admiral Thrawn has been cast and will appear on the shows, although no source has been willing to confirm the actor who has accepted the role. All of this gives me hope that we are winning the war to save pop culture, my friends. The defeats on our end have been staggering, but the victories are starting to follow fast and follow faster as more woke dominoes tumble down. To quote the late great Jackie Gleason, "Ah, how sweet it is." From the center of the earth, this is Dictor Van Doomcock bidding you all, my friends, stay angry. Ha 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 ha.